Have you ever wanted to sketch a realistic drawing of a simple common object? Well, in today's drawing tutorial, you're going to be given the tools you need to do exactly that. I'll be working with some mixed media paper today. This is 11 by 14 size from Blick Art Materials. Everything I'm using here is linked for you. This is compressed charcoal. Yes, charcoal can be messy, but it's a traditional medium that is very helpful, and I'll explain why later. This is vine charcoal. You can snap it in smaller pieces like this, and this is painter's tape. The tape is used to adhere the paper to an upright easel like this, or alternatively you can use a drawing board. It's like a gigantic clipboard that can hold your paper up. I like to prop it up against a wall, and I'm good to go. I want to maintain good posture when I'm working so that my arm can freely move to draw large lines and be very light and graceful on the page. Also, the more upright and perpendicular the paper can be to my line of sight, the better. This way your neck isn't strained lurching over a tabletop or a desk. So, you're ready and set up. Now, draw. Just kidding. Okay, but look closely at what I'm doing here. This is what a true observer does. Before he lays down any marks whatsoever, he looks and he discerns. I'll show you with this paintbrush. What I'm looking for here are the biggest areas of shadow shapes. Because my mug is white and simple, it's casting shadows when placed in a very lit windowsill. So I pick out the main 3 or 4 areas of very, very dark shapes, and I trace them over in my mind. Now I'm ready because I see how these features are related in space, and I visually surveyed it. Drawing is basically an exercise in organic spatial measuring. I find the center of my page, and I imagine where I will place the first area. You might be surprised at where I began. I'm placing the most prominent and bold area of darkness here. That's a really good place to start. Charcoal's iconic feature is that you can use the broadside of the stick to cover a large area in mass instead of lots of little scribbly lines. Think of covering a large area quickly without getting lost in any details. Now is also a good time to notice how I am holding the stick. Not like a pencil, but in a more overhanded way. This prevents you from doing little choppy fine sketch marks. Not what we're going for here. You want to make sweeping yet accurate motions. This will come with practice, so keep at it. And these same guidelines apply to sketching anything. So you have endless models to practice on, and paper grows on trees. You might notice that I have 3 major areas put down, and that I bounced around a bit. This is good. It helps you see this mug more holistically and will make a more accurate rendering. You might also see that these areas aren't connected, and I haven't outlined everything and then filled it in. You watch. You will see this happen for your mug or your object. By only recording darkest areas, your subject will suddenly start appearing in form on your paper. This probably gives you an idea of how important light and shadow is in seeing and drawing. You will notice as you gaze more and more at your subject that you see many more areas of shadow that you didn't see before. Stay very general with this one. Where you do not see any dark area, do not place any charcoal. Give yourself about 15 to 20 minutes for this one. And I'm done. Always remember to sign and date your work. I like to do this with a fine pigment liner. You might notice that charcoal smears a bit. It will do this, but you can prevent major smearing by using a sprayable, workable fixative. It lightly seals the charcoal to the page. All you need to do is tape your work to the back of a drawing board, go outside, shake, then spray it in lines across vertically and horizontally and let it dry. Or if you really want to live in the 21st century or you have no space to keep a physical drawing portfolio, snap a photo in a well-lit room with natural light and you're good to go. By using these simple materials and principles of observation and recording, you should be well on your way to drawing what you see. Let me know how it goes.